Hello fellas, welcome back. I'm off down Paul's. I follow Paul on Facebook, and in the last week and a bit, he seems to have done loads on Steve's Sierra Cosworth, the caught fire. If you haven't seen videos before this, I'll leave a link below. You can check up on what happened with the car. But basically, there's a poor lad, his Sierra Cosworth caught fire. The insurance wouldn't pay out, so he's Paul's fixing it up for him. And Paul's doing a stellar job. But like I say, Paul's done loads of work recently, so we're going to head down and see how he's getting on, and just do a bit of an update video. We'll be there soon, so I'll catch up with you when we get there. Got these eggs last time I was down. Best eggs I've ever had. Hi fellas, as you can see, back down Paul's to look at Steve's poor, he said RS 500 there. Steve's poor Sierra Cosworth, the core fire. I was down not long ago, but as I was saying, I follow Paul on Facebook. And you've done quite a bit recently, Paul. I'm impressed with the speed of work. To be fair, I've been waiting for bits for other cars, so I've sort of cracked on with it. Cracked on with this? Obviously, I booked it into paint, and if I miss my paint slot, you know, getting out painted nowadays is a nightmare, so I have to crack on with it. So yeah, well, I'll show you where we've got to. We've got all, I think the last video, let me just get that prop. The last video was of it blasted, coming back from blast, wasn't it? It had a bit primer on, and you were talking about which bits need welding. Right, and yeah, so we've done all little bits of welding that wanted doing, and then we've, as you can see, just a tiny bit of filler, which just basically hides the joint between where it's been welded, down there as well. I'll move a bit of tape. You can see there we put a piece up here and a little piece down there. So we've done that, and then obviously sealed it where, you know, where the blasting took the sealer off. We've had to reseal it now. There'll be a few comments about that looks a bit scruffy, but what we do, we copy exactly how it was done from Ford. And you know, people forget, don't they, because we especially Cosy saying Ford lads like under the bonnet to look mint, don't we? So we clean it all, paint everything, but nobody really takes any notice of sealer work because your eye's not drawn to it. But when you actually look, the sealer work's quite scruffy like that. It's sealed and then it's brushed. Well, it just been some fella in a factory, wouldn't it? Well, I would think it'd be done by a robot, I would think. Maybe so. So what we do is we tape it all and then try and get it as... A bit messy. As scruffy as Ford made it, really, so it looks the same. So what we do is we tape it out, put the sealer on, run it in with our fingers so it gets in the seams, and then just get a paintbrush, a small inch paintbrush, dip it in thinners, and then just brush it, and it puts all the brush marks, puts all the brush marks back out in it, and makes it look a little bit scruffy, if you will. But by the time that's primered and then painted, it'll look original. You don't really see it, but when you look at it, it'll look hopefully exactly as it did when Ford did it. It's looking well. So when's it in for paint? I've got it in my diary, I think it's 12th of next month. 12th of next. Are you doing the full, or what's getting painted? No, we're going to do, I've started cleaning the doors, because obviously they've got smoke damaged, and you can just see there, I'll take that wing off, you can just see there, look, a bit of staining on the door. Oh yeah, and will that not take it off? On it, no, I've tried, it's burnt it, so we're going to have to paint that door. So I'll take all the mouldings off the glass out, you know, strip the door, we'll have to paint that door. We'll paint up to about here, Dibsy will blend it out up there. So we'll paint all that, all the A-pillars, all inside the door just because they're all marked, the A-pillars, and then obviously everything forward. But what we've done to make it right is sealed all the back of the wings, because obviously once they're on you can't get in all them nooks and crannies. So before we welded wings on, we've etch primed them and then put that stone chip Gravitex it's called, so we've put that on to protect it, you know, so it's mint. We've done all in here, Gravitexed it all and spray sealed it again. Doesn't look great, but you can see there, that's the original factory. That is there. That is there, and then we've put a load on, you'll be hard to see it probably on there, you can see we've spray sealed it all and then Gravitexed it
Again, to try and make it look like original.
Can you open the door and have a look?
Yeah.
To the door.
Watch door on that, and we might just have to move that. Yeah, you can get in there.
Watch that bumper. It's expensive.
You'll see there how it's gone. It's stained it and it won't polish up. So we'll paint, you know, all inside apertures, blues it up here, take this bit of double-sided tape off and it'll just blend up there, paint all inside the door, look, because it's marked it.
Surprised the trim lasted like I thought that would have melted.
I think it's smoke damage, believe it or not. Smoke damage causes a lot of damage to paintwork.
So you just keep that bit of trim, obviously.
Take that off. That rubber will come off when we paint it, clean it up and then put it back on.
That's the original Ford one, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's got
it's not damaged.
It's got the funny texture.
Ah, that's right, yeah.
Alright, class. How's the engine coming on, Paul?
Well, it's back, rebuilt. Paul Bulmer's done that for us.
Yeah, I'll just check that camera, Paul, because it's got a bit of clip. I'm still warm, We said on last video, I think, that it was alright. It was seals, obviously. You were changing the shells.
Yeah,
pistons.
Everything's been done really just because it was out. So it's had all brand new pistons, rings, reboard, all new shells, everything basically completely rebuilt, brand new oil pump, head's been rebuilt because obviously it needed new valve guides in it because they'd got overhot. So it's really a brand new engine now.
Looks spot on. The rotor cover's not finished. You've got to.
No, that's.
You're going to refurbish your rotor cover, or the original one.
The original one's got to get painted and top skimmed off. So I have spare ones that I put on just while engines are standing on. You don't want to get dust and crap in the engine, so we put a temporary rocker cover on. The block's got to be painted yet. You can see mainly this side where heat took the paint off. So we've just got to rub that down and give it a fresh lick of paint. The manifolds and everything, as you know, are all done. So they're ready to go back on. Once all the bits come back from zinc plating, all the bolts and brackets and things, then we'll start assembling the engine, getting it ready to go back in when it comes back from paint. Can't
believe that's the same engine that was just sat there on the shop floor not long ago, just full of crusty
molten plastic and everything all over it.
Burnt HT leads and...
Yeah, well, yeah, it's coming on nicely. We're pleased.
I'm impressed.
We've just cleaned the pulleys up because obviously they were burnt. But they're like as they are from new Ford, they just came as a bare metal.
I was saying they weren't plated with anything, just bare metal?
Just bare metal, that's how they are. And of course you don't see them when timing comes on.
No, you don't know.
So I don't like wasting customers' money. There's no point in doing stuff that you're not going to see.
No, looks well.
Yeah, it's getting there, isn't it, slowly?
That's it, fellas. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of the car, don't forget to subscribe and you'll see it when it's built up and painted and looking factory fresh. But thanks again, Paul, for letting us come down.
No, you're welcome.
I'll leave a link below to my social media and also Paul's. Got a couple of Facebook pages. Your Paul Linford Racing, Paul, which is...
Paul Linford Racing, which is my personal one to do with mainly the race cars. And then, as we always said, there's the RS500 owners page, which is for anybody just interested in 3 doors or 500s, really.
Thanks. And we're about to get their models down. I'll get a lot of questions about the models up there. We're going to get them down. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see them cars. Thanks again, Paul. I'll catch you on the next one.